Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Adriana in case you're new here, in case you're wondering who I am. Hi, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. So, it's come to my attention that I'm not really a good YouTuber. I don't make really, I don't do anything. So what I decided to do was challenge myself. If you don't know, I'm joining the Air Force. If you've missed the last couple of videos I've posted, they've all been Air Force related. In the process of me joining the Air Force and all of that. So I am leaving pretty soon. I'm gonna be gone for like 2 months, which is pretty normal for me to just disappear. But I want you guys to miss me while I'm gone. I'm challenging myself to post every other day until I leave for basic training. What better way to celebrate the countdown to me leaving for basic training than there's something in my eye. I have makeup on, that's why. Been telling you my MEPS experience, you know. Everybody says that MEPS is gonna be crazy. I watched a whole bunch of videos talking about MEPS and I was a little worried, I'm not gonna lie. So I thought that I would give you the lowdown on what happens at MEPS. I'll tell you my experience, and things that you can expect from MEPS. I went there January 14th and I left January 15th. It was like you stay in a hotel. The hotel was pretty nice, I will say, and we ate tacos. So I went there the 14th and I stayed through the 15th. I left on the 15th, sworn into the delayed entry program. Basically, you're just waiting for your ship date. Your recruiter will give you your ship date when your job that you kind of want will become available. I got the job that I want, which is security forces. That's going to be my job, security forces. I'm going to be following my dad's footsteps and technically my mom's footsteps, because my dad, he was a park police officer in Austin, Texas, and my mom was a security guard at the prison. My family's really hardcore. First of all, girls and guys, I mean, if you're into painting your nails, you cannot have your nails painted at basic training. I mean, well, yeah, you can't have your nails painted at basic training, but you can't have your nails painted at MEPS. The thing is though, like some girls did, and that threw me off because I had my nails painted before, like the day before, and I went to my recruiter's office with my nails painted, and my sergeant, my recruiter, he was just like, oh, you can't have your nails painted, and we both like kind of panicked. But my recruiter's office is kind of in a plaza, so there was a Sally's, so one of the people, she drove me to Sally's and I got some nail polish remover and I took it off at the hotel. But my MEPS was in San Antonio. I'm not sure if it was in Lackland. I just know that it was in San Antonio. My recruiter's in Austin, so I guess that's the closest MEPS. I think the one here, because there's a recruiter in Fort Hood, but I don't really like the recruiting office there. And then there's also one in Temple, and I think they go to Dallas, but I'm not really sure. I just know my friend is joining the Army and he went to MEPS in Dallas. So, and it really doesn't depend on like what you're joining, because there was some people joining the Marines, some people joining the Navy, some people joining the Army at the MEPS that I went to. So it's not like San Antonio is the Air Force MEPS. It's everybody's MEPS. We stayed at a hotel. It was really nice. It was kind of like, I don't know. It was kind of fancy, but not really fancy. It was kind of an older hotel too, but it was a nice older hotel. Like, it wasn't dirty or anything. Like, it was really nice. And it was huge. I don't know if you watched my video of the hotel, because I don't think I filmed a lot in the hotel, but I showed you certain parts like the gym and the outside area, and there was like this huge chandelier. It was humongous. I was like, how'd they even get this in here? It was crazy, but it was really nice. Everybody was nice there. The staff was nice. Even the sergeants that were there, they were nice. Like, I had to talk to one because I didn't know where the bathroom was. I really needed to use the bathroom, so I just went up to him and I was like, do you know where the bathroom is? And he was like, oh, it's over there. And he was smiling. So I was like, I don't know. People were saying that, like, a lot of people say that their MEPS experience was bad, but mine wasn't bad. Like, I only got to meet like nice people, and they were happy, you know, smiling, you know. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know why people are saying their experience are bad. Well, I guess it's their experience. My experience was a pretty good one. Anyway, so yeah, he was like, oh, it's over there. I was like, thank you, sir. And he was like, you're welcome. And he didn't do this, but I'm just saying, he was like, you're welcome. And I went to the bathroom. Yeah, he was nice. And then the next day, so we had a curfew. You had to be, if you're gonna leave the hotel, you had to sign out, and then you had to sign back in. We also had a meeting at 8:30 or 8 o'clock. I'm not sure which one, but we had a meeting, and that was basically the lowdown of what's gonna take place at MEPS. And then, yeah, and our curfew was 10 o'clock, and then we had to wake up at 3. At first, I didn't think I was gonna get a roommate because I was by myself for forever. Okay, my room was my room for forever. Out of nowhere, I got a roommate. She was cool though, so I guess it's okay. We both wanted security forces. She's joining the Navy, I believe. But yeah, so that's what happened there. So the next day, I woke up at 3 o'clock. We had to be ready by 3:45, but I woke up at 3 because I was like, I know I take my time getting dressed and I don't feel like rushing, so I'm just gonna do what I need to do so I can be ready to go. And also, if you're gonna be there, you have to make sure your roommate, if you have a roommate, you have to make sure you leave with your roommate. You and your roommate, y'all are a package deal. So y'all have to leave at the same time, y'all have to eat at the same time, all that. So yeah, and then they had breakfast. Breakfast was good. I ate like fruit and eggs because I wasn't trying to compromise my weight, even though I was good weight, still a good weight. But anyway, so yeah, we ate. Once everybody was done eating, we got on the line, we got on the bus, and we went to the MEPS building. I don't know what base we were on. I just know we were in San Antonio, but it was a military base, and we had to form a line. We had 4 individual lines, you know, and this navalman or seaman, I don't know what they're called. He was just giving us a lowdown. He was like, if you're leaving for basic training, you gotta go over here. If you're staying for MEPS, go here. And there are different areas for different branches to go. So yeah, I think it was a Navy base. What? That doesn't make sense though. I don't know. Just ignore that. I really don't know. But I know the Navy people had, they just had more. I don't know. They just had more options, I guess. They had more places to go. And that's why it leads me to believe it's a Navy base. But why would a Navy base be in San Antonio, Texas? That doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know. Just know that the Navy people, they didn't have to go far. They stayed on the first floor while the rest of us had to go on the second and third floor. So we had a packet of paper, and then they also check your bags, make sure you don't got no weapons on you, so don't bring your weapons. I remember I had to leave my box cutter. I had to leave my box cutter with my recruiter because I work at Walmart. This is a sucky time to work at Walmart right now. Let me tell you, stop buying all the toilet tissue, please. Hello, there's been an outfit change. I just got back home. I had to take my mom to her appointment. Anyways, I'm back. So anyway, as I was saying, yeah, we had to get our bags checked to make sure we didn't have any weapons on us or anything. And then we had a stack of papers, and those papers were your papers, and you had to keep them and make sure you, gosh. We had our bags in this room, but our cell phones, we just put it in the office. I guess it depends on which branch you are, because I know Army, they had to keep their phones in their bags, so I don't know. But for Air Force, we got to keep our phones on us, and then we sat and wait until the Air Force guy or girl you know, will call us in. So the medical hall, you're not allowed to have any electronics on you. They want to protect people's privacy, which rightfully so. There's a fluffy like right there. I did hearing tests first. So the hearing test, basically what you do in school, you know, well, in school you would do like, well, for my school, you would raise the hand, but there's a clicker. And so every time you hear a little noise, you click the button, and you click the button, and you click the button, and it goes from like super high pitch to like super low to where you can barely hear it. And I had to like close my eyes, and I was just like so concentrated. I was just like, is that a sound? I think it's a sound. And so I would click the button. And then there came a time where there was no sounds. No sounds at all. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm losing points right here. But it turned out that the test was just over. Then I had to go do my vision test, blood pressure, temperature check, all that jazz. So it was this little room. Oh my gosh, you guys. That dude, okay, he was funny, but he was like, all right, so this is the depth perception. So it's like these little circles, and like under the little circle, it's like a little shadow, I guess, and like you basically say which one's closer to you. And like the first ones, I was just like, dang, what? And he was like, if you're having problems on these ones, then I think the rest of them are going to be hard for you. The Air Force really needs you to be able to do this. And I was like, oh crap. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, okay. So, and then like, I wasn't sure if each row had one. And he was like, remember, I told you each one has one. And I was like, oh yeah, okay. And so, yeah. And so then the rest of them, I just did it. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I think I was like messing with myself or something, because the rest of them were like super easy. And I was like, I don't know, maybe it's just the example one that's really hard, but the rest of them were easy. And he was just like, what happened? And I was like, I don't know. And he was like, all right. And then we both like kind of laughed. And then he did my blood pressure and everything, and then we started talking. And I was just like, oh, do y'all get a lunch? And he was like, yeah, around 12. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And he was like, yeah, well, good luck. And I was like, okay, thank you. And then we went into this other room, and it was like more paper. We had to fill out paperwork, and basically they were harping on, don't lie. If something's wrong with you, let us know. Please don't lie. Honesty is the best policy is the quote of the day. A lot of people were getting confused with the paperwork, and I don't know if it's because I'm older and I've done a lot of paperwork in my life, but like I was keeping up, and then these other people weren't. And I was just like, I mean, but he said 2A, so like I don't understand how you're not understanding what 2A is, like this paper. And like, he held the paper up and showed us. So I was confused on how they were confused, but there were some people that was confused. We did the blood. We got our blood drawn. I was bruised for a long time. It's March. I'm not bruised anymore. But I was bruised on my arm for like a good week. And then we did the P test. Yes, they stand there in front of you. But like, it was not as bad as like everybody makes it seem. Like, yeah, they're there, but like, it's not like she's like standing over you like this watching you pee. Like, no, there are a couple stalls, or at least at mine, there was a couple of stalls. Like, you go in your stall, pop a squat, and pee into a cup. And like, yeah, the person's there, but she's also like talking to other people. She's making sure, you know, everybody's doing what they're supposed to do. So yeah, the stall is open, but nobody's looking at you. Nobody's looking at you. Like, I'm sure she was paying attention, but like, she's not hawking you down. Like, she's not staring you in your eye as you pee. Then we did the physical, you know, the duck walk. You know, we did have to get into our panties and underwears. So we had to do like straight up and down, you know, reach up, wiggle your fingers. We had to like bend over, but your feet had to be together. And then you had to like slowly go down. And then you had to, you can't see my feet, but you had to open your feet like this. And then we had to, just things that I remember. We had to stand on our toes like that. And then the infamous duck walk. We had to do that, which some girls did not know how to do it. That was crazy. It was just a lot of like, you know, move your hand. Like, we had to do something else with our hands that was like, what? I don't know. But yeah, there was a lot of movement going on, you know, making sure you can like, move your body. Yes, eventually you do have to get naked. They check your boobs, make sure you don't have any lumps or bumps. The lower region, you kind of boop boop. That's it. So there's no touching involved, really. it's really on your boobs to make sure, you know. That honestly was the part that I was worried about, because like some girl on here, she said that there was like a whole, like they put something in you and like a whole like, what is the word? I don't know, I've never had one. But that thing where they check your lower regions and they do it thoroughly, like that's what she was saying, and I'm here to debunk it. They don't do all that, or at least they didn't do all that at mine. They were just, you know, boop. So, you know, I mean, I wore boy shorts because I wasn't trying to be in bikinis in front of people I don't know. Also, females, make sure you put your latest period date on, or your latest cycle date on the form. And also, if you are on your cycle, don't worry about it. They have special things for that. You're all good. There's nothing to be worried about. Because I was worried because I thought I was going to be, and I was like, holy crap. But it's all good. They have special protocols for that. So you're all good. So yeah. So after all that, that took forever and a day. Alright, it took so long for all of that to take place because they're very thorough. Okay, and they're gonna ask you questions and you're gonna be like, okay, no. You know, just make everything that you tell your recruiter, that's what you tell the MEPS people. Alright? And your recruiter should go over everything before you go, at least mine did, to make sure there was no changes, you know. They also have lunch. Lunch was pretty good, except I didn't have to get the full experience of lunch because took forever and a day. But they had, I think it was Subway sandwiches, but they had turkey and they had ham and then they had vegetarian stuff. I had to get the vegetarian sandwich because all the meat sandwiches were gone, and then there's a whole bunch of chips and stuff. And then my mom, she was there. I saw her when I was coming to turn my thing in because she wanted to see me swear in. And then there's a little thing for the Air Force called the X Factor. If you don't know what the X Factor is, it's the lifting part. So basically there's like this machine, you gotta pop a squat, lift. Ooh, like basically what you lift determines your job. I lifted 70. The lady that did mine, she was so nice. I really loved her. And she was just talking and I was just like, oh my gosh, she's such a nice lady. And she was telling me about her wedding because I was like, oh, your wedding ring is nice. And then she told me about it and I was like, oh, so cool. But anyway, she was really nice. Because I had, like, she didn't tell me how much I lifted at first, and she was just having me lift and then lift and then lift, and then like it came to one time I was like, ah, and then she was like, all right, and I was like, wait, how much was that? She was like 60 pounds, and I was like, no, because I needed to lift 70 pounds for security forces. I was like, can I do it again? She was like, yeah, go ahead. And so I was like, all right, let me get myself together. And she was just like, all right. And then there was like a little audience because of my other Air Force people, and they knew what I was trying to do. And then I was like, all right. And she was like, just do it in one swift moment, just one swift lift. And I was like, all right. And so I like squatted, and then I was just like, yeah. And then like she was like, all right. And then so other people were like, yeah. Like it was a good moment for me because I was like, yes, I did it. I don't need to lift anymore. I got the goal. Okay, I did the goal that I wanted. I actually ate before that because I was really tired. Because like I said, you're waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and at this moment, it's like, what was it? I think it was like 2 something. And so you're up forever, alright? And so I was like, I need some food. So before I did the X Factor, I went to go eat because I was like, I need to build up my energy. And so my mom came back there in the little cafeteria area. We just was chilling, eating. The thing that annoyed me was everything, it was so slow. Oh my gosh, it was so slow. And I was trying to make it to the 2:30 square in, and they took forever. Okay, they took so long, which I mean, I guess makes sense. You want to make sure you're filling out the paperwork correctly. That's fine. But I was just trying to get out of there, man. I swore in, I think I swore in at 3 something because the lady, she was like, yeah. She was like telling them what to do. So yeah, and then the guy, he told us some basic stances, I just know this one, you can't see my feet, but my feet are spread apart, and then, yeah, you can see my arms. So, and then there's one where you have to like stand like this. Did you see the slouch just come in? Yeah, and then we had to watch this video, and then we were talking to this army guy, and then this other army guy, one of the army guys was in uniform, the other one wasn't. But yeah, I don't know. They were like just talking, and I was like out of all the, like, they were cool, but out of everybody, I feel like they were the most negative. Even though they were positive, it was like they were trying to like scare us, and like nobody else was doing that except you guys. Like, why? And then we had to sign paperwork with them, and then it was over after I swore in. So I swore into the delayed entry program. My mom was in there. She was happy. Then I came home. Well, no, I didn't come home right away. I went to my recruiter because I had to get my box cutter. And so went to my recruiter, got all that, and I came home and I filmed that video. So yeah, that's what happened. That's my MEPS story. I have no negative thing to say about MEPS. It was pretty easy. Just do what you're told, I guess. It was just long. That's the only negative thing I can say about MEPS. It was so freaking long. Oh my gosh. I was like, do they need more staff? What is going on? It was so long. A couple of you guys were wondering when I leave. Okay, so first of all, like I said, my job is security forces. I leave April 28th. That's my ship date. That's when you won't see me for a while. Anyway, I have my expected graduation date is sometime in June. So I will be spending my birthday, my brother's birthday, and my other brother's birthday in basic training. So love that for me. As long as nothing stops me from going, meaning the corona, then that's what should go down. But yeah, if you have any other questions, please let me know. I've noticed, because I literally have not been looking at my YouTube channel, I just noticed this like today, that we went up in subscriber count. Hello, new ones, how are you doing? And then I've noticed that we've been getting a lot of views on the other videos. So hello there, how you doing? My name's Adriana. So if you guys have any questions, please leave it down below. I will answer anything that I can. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, subscribe to my YouTube channel. We are so close to 200 subscribers, which is actually insane. This is the closest I've ever been to 200 subscribers, I believe. We can get to 200 before I leave. That'd be great. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Hope you have a good day, good morning, good whatever, and I will see you guys later. Bye.
You guys can come all the way to me. All I ask is that if you get in front of me, you actually get to conduct the ceremony. You ready? You ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. No national guard, right? All right, girls, it's just a little bit. All right, everyone come through with attention. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I,
Do solemnly swear.
do solemnly swear
That I will support and defend.
that I will support and defend
The Constitution of the United States.
the Constitution of the United States
Against all enemies.
against all enemies,
Both foreign and domestic.
both foreign and domestic,
And I will bear true faith.
and I will bear true faith
And allegiance to the same.
and allegiance to the same,
And I will obey.
and I will obey
The orders.
the orders
Of the President of the United States.
of the President of the United States
And the orders.
and the orders
Of the officers.
of the officers
Appointed over me.
appointed over me,
According to regulations.
according to regulations
And the Uniform Code.
and the Uniform Code
Of Military Justice.
of Military Justice.
So help me God.
So help me God.
All right, hands. All right, congratulations, guys. Good job.
Thank you.